Before 5-6 years, everybody want to know answer of a question, and that was Kattappa ne Bahubali ko kyun mara? And now everybody wants to know why ITC is not moving. There are thousands of stocks listed on NSE and BSE, but everybody has this question that why ITC is not moving. And in this video, I will try to answer this question. So stay tuned. Well, this is chart of ITC, and I like to give answer based on chart. Okay, so I started in chart directly. Then I will move to some explanations and some details, but right now I want to show you something on chart. See, on this chart, this is 1 month chart, 1 month candlesticks chart of ITC. So whatever you are seeing on the screen is chart from 1997 till now, and during this time ITC went into major consolidations thrice. So you can see here, first time around in 1998 it went into consolidation, and it lasted for almost from 1998 till 2003, so almost 5 years. So ITC was in consolidation for 5 years. Then again we saw consolidation from 2006 till 2009, so it is almost 3-year consolidations. But this time it is almost from 2013 till this date, till today, and it is almost 8 years of consolidation, right? More than 7, a little bit less than 8, but we can roughly say that this is 8 years of consolidation. Now, why a stock goes in consolidation, why ITC went into consolidation, and when it will come out of the consolidation, these are the questions. Before answering these questions, let's know some quick facts about ITC, and then we'll move ahead with some important statistics, and then we'll again come back to the chart. So ITC is one of the well-known companies in India, and it is one of the very old company, having 65% of its revenue coming from its tobacco and cigarettes business, and around 35% of its business come from other areas, like it has FMCG business, it has hospitality business, or it has paper mills, and there are some other businesses too. And when these days I am hearing many investors, they talk about demerging ITC into different businesses, and that's why like they think that it will be a good step, so that value of each of this business will be unlocked. Means many of the investors think that current valuation of ITC is as per tobacco business. So if its FMCG business is separated from it, then FMCG business will get the higher valuation, right? And it has logic. That is a good thing to do, but that is not in our hand, right? Also, there are some other discussions also. But one thing you have to notice here, that ITC is consistently profit making company. ITC's revenue has increased continuously, its profit has increased continuously, and it has paid huge dividends. So most of the years it's more than 5 rupees, so 5 500% on face value of 1 rupees is a very good dividend, and it many I guess 10 rupees also it gave sometime previous year, last year I guess. So it gives very good dividend. Second thing is its price to earning ratio used to be in last 10 years always used to be above 30. Sometimes it went near 40 also. But now you are getting this share for PE value around 19, something more than 19 and less than 20. If a consistently profit making company is there, having a long history with 19 rupees P, such less P in current environment, then it should be a favorite stock for investors. They should actually buy it because they are getting good value for lesser price. Still people are not buying it because many people think that government is putting many regulations on tobacco business, and there is increasing awareness about tobacco and cigarettes consumptions, and it will decrease. But what I am seeing is a different thing. If you see quarter results of ITC for previous 4-5 quarters, we are in pandemic, right? And during first lockdown, their revenue and profit decreased. But then once lockdown is done, first lockdown is done, continuously sale of cigarettes and tobacco increased, and it was normal during last quarter. And pandemic was going on. So one reason here I want to mention is this was a good opportunity for smokers to quit smoking, because many people were sitting at home, they were unable to smoke, and it was good opportunity for them to quit smoking. But when the first lockdown is lifted, then people again started smoking, and the tobacco business again came to normalcy. So this is business which will never die in future also. It will go for long time. Even if you see tobacco businesses worldwide like Philip Morris or British American Tobacco Company, then you will see that these businesses are kind of evergreen. Okay, and people will always want some habits, so they will always want tobacco, liquor kind of things, and they will have it. And these companies create good wealth for investors in long term. Now, if you see one more thing is, yes, every government want their citizens to not do bad things. So every government want people to not smoke. They show advertisements on TV and everything is going on. And these companies themselves, they don't want people to smoke. They run such campaigns also. Even Philip Morris has taken many initiatives also. They want their own customers to not smoke. Now, but people keep smoking, and why government don't ban these companies? Because these companies are necessity of the government. Because see, what happens is, it is easy to put regulations on organized sector. It is easy to bring them in, like make them implement the rules, right? That's why, see, I will give you an example. In India, we keep listening this news or reading this news that some people, 30 people died in some rural area due to spoiled liquor consumption, or some 15 people died somewhere in rural area because of poisonous liquor consumption. And what are these liquors? These are local made, and government has no control. They don't have any manufacturing license. Government cannot control this. If somebody is making liquor somewhere in a village or in a secluded area, and he is doing business that he is selling it to others, government cannot put any regulation. Neither food authority put its regulations or nothing, and they don't pay tax also, right? But they have introduced a very big risk for society, and that is, as they don't have any regulations, no controls, they will make it, and there is always possibility of people dying. Similar is true with the tobacco business, because all these sin businesses work in similar fashion. So this business is necessity of government. Government want these businesses to run. Next thing is, government can increase tax on these businesses. But do these companies pay tax from their pocket? No. Whenever governments increase tax on this business, these companies increase prices of the cigarettes. So ultimately, consumer has to pay, and smokers, they, even if the cost of cigarette increase by 1-2 rupees, they will keep smoking, they will keep paying. So this business has no death, this will go on. Now so we saw that though there is awareness and many things, this business will go on. ITC specifically has its profits and revenues increasing, it pays good dividends. Now I will come to one most important point, where if you see the global tobacco companies like Philip Morris or British American Tobacco, these companies also have good financial results. Their revenue and profit is more or less increasing slowly year on year in last 10 years, and their share price also in consolidation. So Philip Morris has its share price in consolidation from last 10 years or 8-9 years at least. Since 2013, the Philip Morris price is in consolidation. British American Tobacco, it is also in consolidation. Its price is again less than 2013 price. So overall, tobacco stocks are in consolidation, and this time the consolidation was long. One advantage of ITC over others is ITC has good share, 35% of its share in non-tobacco business. Okay. Now, British American Tobacco won almost 29-30% in ITC. So they are biggest shareholder. So we can say they are also into some FMCG business, but their revenue and profitability growth is not as good as ITC, or revenue and profit growth of Philip Morris is not as good as ITC. I am not talking this in terms of money, but in terms of year-on-year growth. ITC is growing more rapidly than Philip Morris or BAT. And if ITC keeps on investing in other non-tobacco businesses, then also its future is good. It is cash rich company, it gives good dividend, and for see value investors who see good stocks and which are now less expensive, for those this is good time to buy. Okay, see basically on Twitter, if you go, you will find that there are many war of words going on between supporters of ITC and opponents of ITC, and they keep fighting daily. But if you are a long-term investor who consider the horizon of 10-15 years, and you think that okay, its valuation is less, so market is not valuing this company to its actual potential, then you can buy, and you can wait for 10 years, it will go up definitely. Okay, but if you are a technical person, if you are a trader and invest in short term, then it is very good stock, because you have some small horizon, right, in terms of time, and you want to be in trade for 1 month, 2 months, and it gives many opportunities. So for traders and in derivative segment, it gives very good opportunities, you can keep trading. But for long term investors, you have to invest, and then you have to wait for 10 years, then it will give you good returns. Now if you are investor and invested, then why daily you see price and keep discussing on Twitter? Okay, anyways, now this ITC is in consolidation, but still many people have doubt that why this is in long consolidation. So that's why I want you to again see the screen and some charts. So here I am taking you to the screen. This is again ITC chart. I already showed you some 3 consolidations on this chart, but now I want to show you some other charts also. One of the chart I want to show you is, okay, we'll see the chart of TCS. Okay, this is again monthly chart of TCS, and if you see, you are seeing this from around 2014 till 2018. So this is 4 years. This is again from 2019 till 2020, more than 1 year. During this period, see the results, these 4 years, see the results of TCS, see its revenue and its profits. You will see that it was continuously growing. Still this stock was in consolidation. See, what is the reason? When investors think that it is costly, then they don't want to pay more price for this share, and then the stock goes in consolidation. I will show you one more chart. Okay, see this chart. This is Sun Pharmaceuticals. During this period, from almost this 2015 till now, okay, it came down. It even did not touch its all-time high yet. And why you think it came down? Because during this time, its revenue kept increasing, its profitability also kept increasing. Sometime I guess during 2018 it decreased. During this time it decreased, the revenue decreased, but other than that everything was fine. it started coming down early. Here its revenue decreased. So why do you think its prices came down even though there was good increase in revenue and profit? It's because investors were thinking that now this stock price is costly, it's expensive. Its price earning ratio was around it was huge, and that's why the correction happened, and then its P ratio came to around 35 or something. I will show you a most interesting chart, okay, and this is a very well known top company, okay, and this is again a 1 month chart. This is chart of Reliance Industries, always a dear stock of investors, but see what it did from 2008 till 2017. See, 10 years, 10 full years it was in consolidation, and if you see its revenue and profit, it was continuously increasing. It decreased only here in 2016 or 15 or 16 sometime, little bit of time it decreased, a small decrease, but its revenue and profit continuously kept increasing, but its prices were range bound for 10 years. 10 years its price did not move, and then investors start thinking that even if I considering bank interest rates of that time, they would have tripled their money within 10 years, because the bank interests, after 2008 they started decreasing, but still more than double, definitely risk free. But this stock did not give any return. Why? Because when price earning ratio increase like anything, where investors start thinking that, well, this is now expensive stock, then the consolidation starts. Same thing happened with ITC and the sector of tobacco overall, but ITC is best stock in tobacco sector. Even we saw international stocks, and ITC is better than those stocks. So wait for this consolidation. It is 8-year consolidation. It may keep consolidating more. Wait, and if currently also if you see it is a good value buy, you can buy it. But if you are a technical person, if you believe in technical analyst, then even if you can wait for this breakout from this current consolidation, and then you can buy. So that's all I have to say about ITC and why ITC is not moving. Hope you got some pointers from this discussion. So please like this video and share it with your friends. Also subscribe to our channels, and thank you very much. Bye bye.